Have you ever felt a strong cosmic pull towards another person and wondered if in another life you two exist together? Or perhaps you're on a walk and start wondering about an existence with the strangers that cross your path, regardless of whether it's platonic or romantic. But in this life, your destiny looks very different than what you were imagining. In Buddhism, it suggests that encounters are not accidental, but rather invisible, predestined threads connecting souls across past, present, and future. A film that explores this concept perfectly would be Past Lives, a film written and directed by Celine Song. A story that follows two childhood sweethearts who continue to connect over the years, but are not destined to be together in the present lifetime. Instead, it reveals how the connections that exist in the present moment may already be fate itself playing out right in front of us, the true meaningful encounters that we are destined to have. In the case of Past Life, this would be Arthur. The film centers around Neyoung, a 12-year-old who is born in Seoul, Korea. At this time, she shares a bond with Haesung, a childhood friend who she secretly has a crush on. But immediately, we find out Neyoung is immigrating with her parents to another country, severing their bond quickly. Soon, 12 years pass. At this time, Neyoung, who now goes by Nora Moon, lives in New York. She's a writer and is continuing her pursuit of building her life. Until one day, for fun, she decides to look up her childhood sweetheart, Haesung. Discovering that he had been searching for her months prior, she replies with the simple message, "Do you remember me?" Quickly, they settle back into familiarity, sharing their lives with each other. After a while, this doesn't last. Nora asks Haesung if he is interested in visiting New York, but he has plans to visit China for his career development. At a different time, Haesung now asks Nora if she would ever visit Seoul, but her response is something similar to Haesung. After a while, Nora decides to take a step back for her own pursuits. Then another 12 years pass. Nora is 36 years old now. She is a successful writer who still lives in New York, but is now married to Arthur. And it's at this time that she also plans to meet with Haesung one more time. Surprisingly, he plans to visit New York. We soon realize that Haesung is really there to see Nora once again. Now, if we could go back, there is a scene where Nora Moon explains to her now husband Arthur the meaning of Inyan. In Korean culture, Inyan is a concept of providence, fate, or destiny regarding relationships between people, influenced by Buddhism. It's believed that if you and a stranger brush against each other in the street, Inyan is present and you're connected by a thread linked to the past, while stronger bonds such as friendships or relationships require more Inyan to manifest, requiring 8,000 layers of Inyan over 8,000 lifetimes to manifest a marriage between two people. This is where the film blossoms into a realistic portrayal of what a true love story is, which is continuously choosing that person and not running away with your childhood sweetheart, regardless of how many times destiny puts them in front of you. When I watched the film for the first time, I fell in love with the idea of Nora and Haesung finding each other again, after years had passed, hoping for some strange opportunity. But going back to Buddhism, it teaches us to let go, snapping me out of that delusion. In an intimate scene, Arthur opens up about his insecurities with Nora and Haesung's story. For Arthur, the bond between them feels like a classical love story, and he is the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny. He admits that in her sleep, she only speaks Korean, a part of her that he wishes to reach but can't, revealing his true intentions for learning Korean. To be closer to her, Nora makes his world bigger, and he hopes that he does the same for her. This is why, ultimately, he sacrifices parts of himself for Nora and her happiness throughout the film. His deep love for Nora allows him to securely trust her as she reconnects with her past, making their love for each other immense. In turn, Nora now lies close to Arthur, holding his insecurities closely, accepting all her decisions and continuing to choose him. A confidence that radiates past the screen, framing her connection to Hae-sung as only a simple thread from the past. A lifetime in which Arthur had completed the 8,000 layers of Inyeon over 8,000 lifetimes, not Hae-sung. At the end of the film, Nora and Hae-sung say goodbye for the last time. And even though Hae-sung tries to imagine a deeper Inyeon between them in another lifetime, Nora simply leaves it as an unknown, expressing her love and acceptance of a lifetime with Arthur, removing all of the what-ifs, forever binding them to a past of childhood sweethearts, and only a past of childhood. In my opinion, I think the film teaches us to learn from our current encounters, to accept our present as it is, and continue to make good choices to perhaps, in another lifetime, manifest a more peaceful life. If you haven't checked out Past Lives, I highly recommend it. Let me know what you think about Inyeon, if you've ever felt these strong connections before, and how you navigated through it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ciao.